What's up, guys? It's Prof Smoke. I didn't have a lot of time to make the video this week, so I thought it would be cool to just go through my old sketchbooks here. So let's do it. So this first one is sculpted to look kind of like Freddy Krueger or something. First drawing. Oh my god, cringe. Oh yeah, trying to draw animes. Oh, this one was cool. It's all about like it gets closer. This whole thing's like the dragon, and there's my dog splashing in a pool, and the sun looks weird. So this is actually an original story I wrote. It's called Bloodroot number 1. I'm not gonna read that. I actually am saving that for a different time. So, for that story, I used to call it Bloodroot, but now I call it DNA, but I'm really just not 100% with the title. Oh, this is another drawing. This is, a character from my original story, DNA / Bloodroot. I don't know, I don't have a perfect name for it yet, but it's like a big mass of worms. This is actually a sculpture of it right here, but like, you know, it'll slither around like a snake or something. You know, its form can kind of change because it's a mass of worms. Another drawing from my story. Practicing something. I guess I was drawing eyes or something. That's actually a good eye right there. Jeez. Some pretty good eyes from the early Smoke drawings. I have no clue what I was practicing here. Oh, this is when I was... Yeah, this is just trying to like draw planes so things can be 3D. Wow. Some ellipses. If you draw ellipses just right, you can make anything. Yeah. That's pretty cool, actually. Might have to like do some drawings like this now, you know. That's, I think, supposed to be like a praying mantis or something. Or that might be the white ant. That might be that. That might be an early concept art of white ant. Yeah, some exquisite drawings in here. Trying to draw Agumon from Digimon, but I suck at drawing. There's Dark Tyrannomon. Best Digimon. Oh wow. This is I think this is like the first video I ever made, which I never even actually made. I just wrote the script for it. It's an intro video for my channel. Oh my fucking god. I think I never made that because I didn't have a channel logo, and I was gonna make it when I got a channel logo, and I just never friggin' when I got the logo, I don't think I ever made it. Alright, so this is DNA book 2, or it might be Bloodroot number 2, depending on which version of me you're listening to at this time. Yeah, it's interesting. There might be some, probably some big changes in these books, because if you look up here, right, this is like... Oh, these are actually out of this notebook too, or this sketchbook. So this is Bloodroot / Roots. That's the first sculpture I ever did. And he's just, I encapsulated him in resin so that it won't get any more damage, because it was getting damaged on the feet. So I encapsulated it in resin. And then there's like a baby version, because I think it's cute to have like a little friggin' disgusting, like gruesome thing, but it's like a baby and it still has like the babyish qualities. And this is the Mimic. If you look at this, see, same exact pose and everything. and that's like the bad guy of that story. And then this is like a caterpillar thing. But you can, my point is, other than showing those sketches, these are rewrites of those initial stories. So this is like on my wall here. I kind of use that as a workstation to work on this story from time to time. And so this is an early version of that with a flash of the blade. I love that Iron Maiden song. Oh my god. So during my Twitch streams, I used to have I probably still do actually, I just don't stream much anymore, but I had a channel point redemption where like I would draw something, but if people didn't know what they wanted me to draw, we would make a new clip. And on Twitch, the clips give you a random combination of like a bunch of words. So whenever they generated the clip, it was like twitch.tv/clip/steamy tender opossum MV gamer. So I drew that on my stream, and this is what I ended up with. And if you look closely, there's steam coming out of the milk that the steamy tender opossum is squirting into the friggin' cup there. So there's a little bit of steam, that's why it's steamy, right? Oh my god. And this is just, I think, figure drawings. So like, what I like to do is kind of do a quick sketch of like someone doing a certain like their pose, their silhouette, right? And just, you know, practice that. It's pretty useful. Honestly, I should do that with animals instead of people, since I practically exclusively draw animals and like creatures. A lot of these are for a college class where I had to draw a bunch of these, but I actually really like this exercise. You only draw for like 20-30 seconds to capture the shape for most of them, so ends up being a pretty good way to learn how to draw, especially if you want to draw fast and capture an idea fast, which is great for storytelling. Oh, practicing drawing hands, jeez. I'm proud of that. Oh, this is, I tried to draw a can of baked beans, but there was just too many beans, and I was like, fuck this, and I stopped after like 10 beans. And then here's the same drawing, but with no beans at all. Oh, there's I think that's like a wasp or something. Sneak peek into things to come in the story. I don't even remember drawing this in here, but I must have. And I think that's the end of this notebook. I got some pages at the end in case I ever, I still bring this around with me if I need a small notebook. Or a sketchbook, I should say. Now this is my second sketchbook here. So it's actually sculpted to look like this character and this character kind of like combined, right? And then the handle to open it is a nice like bone spear thing, because it wields bone spears as weapons essentially. Okay, I actually really like this drawing. This is all my first 7 shiny Pokemon from my Ruby Sapphire Route Quest. And I actually made this on stream too. Wow, that was freaking epic. I made it so fast. That was so freaking epic. These are all the shinies from my Route Quest: Poochyena, Dustox, a second Dustox, a second Poochyena, Mudkip, and Seedot. Those are, I think, the first 6 I got, and then this was gonna be Nincada. And I actually was drawing this because I wanted to make it into an overlay for my stream for Halloween, but I just wasn't quick enough. And this is the shiny Ninkata dressed as Kakashi Hatake for Halloween. I think that's a pretty sick drawing, colored pencil. I don't even know what that is. Oh my god. I don't even know what this is. Wait. Oh, this is Nidoran dressed as a Giratina for Halloween. This looks like more baked beans. Oh yeah, this is more. Remember before I was drawing, I had the baked beans drawing. This is another baked beans drawing. But obviously, I just don't want to draw all the beans. A frog in your throat. Blessing in disguise right here. It's like Amhuman and has the hat and mustache, and the pastor's blessing him. And then this is like the second version, and it's more, you know, this is more of a realistic one, less cartoony. And this is oh, this drawing is better than I remember it being. Holy shit. I'm proud. I'm so proud of myself, like my past self. I'd be more proud if I friggin' still drew stuff a lot, but this is from the DNA #1 concept art. And this is another concept art. Just trying to like kind of figure out how to, the angles and things. More concept art. Alright. So this is like the source material on my friggin' original story too. This is gonna be like, this has a majority of the like prologue stuff. Whenever I do a video of my original story, I'm gonna do a prologue and I'll have all this stuff in it. I might just mainly show the so I was trying to make, you know, figure out how to make the character expressive and draw it in different ways. But it's just hard because, yeah, it's like a friggin' weird thing, so it's hard to capture those different emotions. But I think that as far as like the angriness and like the upset face, like this was definitely a useful exercise. And then we see it kind of evolves a little more. Yeah, these are just the different friggin' like ways. And then, oh yeah, this is a good drawing. Obvious Freddy Krueger face influence on this drawing, but I'm so friggin' happy with that. Oh god. Oh yeah. Man. I worked so hard on this. During one of my classes, I like made sure that it was my final, so I had to put an assload of work into it. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so this is the, so that first part was about this one right here. Its roots. He's like organs and, stabs stuff with bones. And then he can turn himself into like animals. He absorbs them and then turns into them if he absorbs enough. And then this is the mimic, right? And so the mimic is like a big old mass of worms. And it can move in all these different ways. So it can be like a puddle, or it can be like a friggin' snake, or it can, you know, be an arch, or it can even like fling itself. Yeah, arcing over obstacles, snake-like movements, very stealthy. I think that this drawing definitely wasn't as good as the other drawing. Since it's pure black, it's really hard to do shading and lighting that gives blackness good depth, right? The color black kind of lacks depth when you're drawing exclusively with it. Oh yeah, that looks freaking cool. Yeah. I don't even know. Poor little friggin' Aeron dog. Okay, this is what we were here for. So there's different types of stories. It's like man versus man, man versus world, man versus supernatural, etc. And so I did drawings of them. This is like, yeah, I don't even know. Oh Jesus, Simple Simon. So I had to draw like a nursery rhyme for this class. So this is Simple Simon. And he met a pieman walking to the fair, right? And he tries to like friggin' eat him, but he tries to sample his wares, right? That's how the rhyme goes. But that, like, he's trying to eat him, and he wants money, you know, and he don't have no money. I don't know, it's a really fucking dumb rhyme. So he goes fishing, and he doesn't catch shit, and he cries some more, and he's also drooling. Yeah, and then he goes to check if plums grew on a thistle, which is like, it's part of the rhyme. And then he bleeds, so now he's bleeding and drooling and crying, and some stuff even shoots out of his ears, like, you know, like it hurts that bad. Then he went for water in a sieve, but soon it all fell through or something. Now poor Simple Simon bids you all adieu. Okay. That's pretty epic. Oh shit. No way. No way. So, I drew a storyboard for a scene from a movie, and I chose The Thing. The good one with Kurt Russell, and the guy who made Halloween directed it, right? So epic, yeah. I'm not even gonna talk. So, prior to this, there's like the dog, and a helicopter has like two guys in it. They're trying to kill the dog. The dog runs into their camp. They end up like shooting the people because they think they're fucking with them, and now they like put the dog in with the other dogs. Yeah, and it walks down the hallway, leaves the dogs in there. Dogs start growling at him. This one's like borking, friggin' backing up into the corner while he's barking. Backing away from him, like growling, and then his face, like the dog's face, like splits open, and the skull falls out. Other dogs are trying to escape, chewing a hole in the fence. Friggin', I don't even know. The dog turns into some crazy shit. Got all sorts of tentacles coming out of it, whipping people with them. Dog's chewing a hole through the thing. Insect legs protrude from the dog's body. It's got all sorts of shit going crazy. It squirts the dog. It shoots some like friggin' gross shit onto the dog. It squirts right out of its fucking hole at that dog. And that's like, it can infest it through that, because it's like alive on a molecular level or something. So a lot of this character is actually based on The Thing. as well. The fact that it can like absorb creatures and kind of like make itself appear like them is a big factor. Yeah, so this guy hears some shit going down and he goes to check it out. Dog busts through the door and knocks him back. He sees the thing, right? And it's like all friggin' going crazy at this point. And let's see. Maybe I can learn how to turn a page today. Oh no. I just broke off one of the tooths off of this boy. Poor boy. I'll glue it back on later though. That one has really brittle teeth because it was the second sculpture I ever made. If I made it again, it would be way, way better. I'm gonna have to actually do that one of these days. So then, yeah, he sees it and he like kicks the door closed or something. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is the storyboard for DNA, my original story. We're not gonna really linger on anything that isn't drawing. Okay, so this is like the opening scene of the storyboard. A meteor's coming down. We see it fly over this white ant's head, right? And then we see it explode and kind of shows some of the terrain. But that's so I did more digitally, but we'll see that another day. This is the Dustox waving emote. This is the Ammonite, sad Ammonite emote. And then he happy, and that's like the Prof smoke arm there. You know, he's happy. I gave him some friggin' band-aids and stuff. Jeez. Okay. So, I actually cut a large section out of this book a while ago. Just because it was like pages of a story of, you know, so I had to kind of cut it out to separate it. And this is a drawing. This is part of the Yoshi Egg Month emote concept art. I think that's just me drawing a hand and a pumpkin and stuff, contour lines. And this is part of my Egg Month overlay from last year. Slugma from the Egg Month overlay last year. Just a little practice on Eevee since it's kind of a weird looking Pokemon. I actually do like that little drawing. That's a nice style. And some more contour lines, just trying to get really good at drawing 3D stuffs. Yep, some shading practice, more shading practice, more shading practice. If you look at this last one, actually, there's a Game Boy Advance cartridge, and an orange. Okay. Oh, RSC DTQ. This is, if I did Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald DTQs, this is what they would have been, even though that's not what they would be. Painting some patterns. It's a nice thing about sketchbooks is if you want to, you can paint in them. Huh. Oh yeah. I don't know how I flipped past this. So this is, yeah, this is like the story of, so yeah, this is like the story of DNA, like the first kind of tells you what's gonna happen. And that's the last, I think that's the last drawing in the notebook here. So,